They might whip you with their tail. Looks like, look, he's so cute. We're rescuing the starfish on the sandbank. Ooh, that fish is big too.
I'm Carlie, and this is Brady. In early 2020, we sold our house and most of our possessions and took our first big leap into living our vagabond dreams. We recently hiked 800 miles of the Appalachian Trail, and now we are purchasing a sailboat to start sailing around the world, all while capturing a creative journal of the journey. We hope to inspire you to live your own dreams. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Good morning, White Rabbits. It is June 1st, and we are officially starting our trek north. We're leaving Georgetown right now. Brady is motoring us out as we speak, and it's windy. We dropped Mom off here in Georgetown yesterday, and she got on her flight, and today, and we provisioned, did some shopping, last shopping trip, got water. We forgot tortilla chips. Brady's very sad about it. And we also couldn't get any eggs because they didn't have any eggs. So that was also a bummer. But we are officially heading north, leaving Georgetown now. It is going to be a squally day. I'm hoping that I've built the day up worse in my head than it's actually going to be, but we shall see. And we are hoping to do a big jump from Georgetown to Staniel Key, which will be about 61 nautical miles. So there's lots of stop off, jump out points along the way, but that's our goal. We should be on a broad reach today the whole way, so hopefully that does make it better, and it should be following seas. So all of that is hopefully how it goes. And yeah, here we go. It's going to be a salty and rainy day. It has been a while since we filmed anything. We are almost to Staniel. Good old autopilot is driving us, though I am sitting at the helm. If you have any ideas of names for our autopilot, then please put those in the comments. It needs to be from Lord of the Rings, because the boat is Valinor and the tender is Bill the Pony. So needs to be from Lord of the Rings, but yeah, leave us your suggestions in the comments. So we are making our way north, almost to Staniel. We've got some friends there which we will be buddy boating with for the foreseeable future. That's kind of the plan, which is really exciting. We do like them. They do not have a YouTube, but they are on Instagram as Sailing Slow Motion, I think. But their boat is slow motion. They're on a Catalina. We need to do a little interview chat with them. We'll hopefully do that soon. But we have had some eventful times. Not sure if we caught any of the whole raw water intake, raw water pump situation, if we filmed any of that or not, but ours was bad. We had to get to Georgetown where my mom was coming in. We had shipped a part to her and she brought it with her. Which, by the way, if you have somebody coming in and they're bringing you things, ooh, the Bahamas likes to not let you do that. They confiscated our raw water pump and our binoculars at the airport, and Brady then had to go the next day, show a bill of sale for the raw water pump and then also for the binoculars. which they charged him VAT, that tax on the binoculars, which was fine. They were like 26 bucks, but very annoying. So, as a heads up, not sure, but it can be a kind of a bureaucratic mess. So, heads up to you. He has since replaced the water pump and it is working fantastically. And the recent issues. So, a couple days ago, we ventured in not super rough seas. They were not exactly organized. Short swell period, probably about 4 foot seas. Average of 3 to 4 foot seas, and not super organized or fun to be in. But so we decided to make the jump to the inside from the Exumas Sound to the bank side. Kind of, it was going to be a comfortable in.
Yeah.
It was an alright in, and then we're going to have to go through some kind of treacherous mapping. Well, it's just shallow, yeah. To get to the kind of deeper sound area, and not a whole lot of boats can go sound side for significant amounts of time because it is shallow. We are a 4'6" draft, so we tend to be able to do that, but we often see that we're the only boat out here on the sound side. Like, I mean the inside, sorry, bank side, like now. Okay, so we do that. We are making our way, and as far as the chart goes, we should be fine. Especially hitting a couple of those spots at high tide, we would have no issue. It will be tight, but should be okay. Charts were wrong. They were not right. We hit bottom. First we bounced bottom, and then we continued on, and then we hit bottom, and we really hit bottom. And it was sand, but I think it was about 3 hours. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think it was about 3 hours.
Around 3 hours of trying to get off bottom. Yeah, it was not fun. Not enjoyable. It was already stressful out on the bank side, and then that happened. Sound side, sorry. Sound side, and then that happened, and it was really not enjoyable, and I thought about filming. We did not pull out a camera at all. Eventually, about 3 hours into that, as the tide is rising, thank goodness the tide was rising, we finally get unstuck and we just backtrack our way back out of there. We ended up taking, we went back out, didn't we? We went back to the the outside, a different cut out, went a little further north, and then cut back in. And at that point we were just frazzled. I had like 2 panic attacks, 1.5, one that never really ended.
Yeah.
I don't know. At that point it was not good, and yeah, so we were done. We were so done. So we came back to the inside, found a spot to anchor. When we first anchored, it was okay. We ended up sitting there all day yesterday, and it was not okay. It was super rough, but we were just beat. And then on top of that, after that first scenario, we get thunderstorms like crazy, off and on. Like wind speeds up to, I think 36, 37 was the most we saw, knots of wind. Hit, come and go.
Lightning.
And then the lightning and the thunder, but the lightning, at one point, there was a lightning strike off of our aft end, and it was pretty close. It was way too close for comfort, especially considering we were completely alone. so we were the only mast around. Brady thinks that the land may have been taller than our mast, the like land mast next to us. I don't know. We didn't look at a topo. But yeah, it was an adventure. It was not fun. It was stressful. So today we've been sailing pretty much all day, most of the day for sure, bankside, and are making our way to Staniel. We will be anchoring at Big Major's Spot, or Pig Beach, which is, most of you know that as Pig Beach. It is always super crowded, and then there's like tour boats and all of that, so you get boat wake, but it is one of the most protected anchorages.
From this direction of wind.
From this direction of wind. Basically from like south to east winds. It protects from all those angles. North, I need to look. West, no. But from these directions of winds, it's one of the most protected anchorages. And you don't get current, so there's also that. So that is where we're headed now. And we'll be seeing slow motion there.
Should we also talk about the inverter?
Oh, yes, to add to all of the excitement lately. Okay, so not long after we anchored not last night, but the night before, I made something. Toast?
Made eggs. Eggs on toast.
Oh, I made an egg sandwich, yeah. So I toasted some bread and I made a single fried egg. And then, yeah, made myself an egg sandwich, delicious. No problems. Ran our hot plates, you know, cooked that. I don't know, it was at least 30 minutes probably of cooking. It was all good. That was lunch at like 4. So several hours later, when we go to make dinner.
Like 2 hours later. We started cooking at 6:30.
So started cooking around 6:30, and inverter not working. It just shuts off. I had started the Instant Pot to boil some water, and then all of a sudden I saw that the Instant Pot was off, and I was like, oh, that's weird, I think we tripped a breaker. So we mess with it, and then we spend a long time messing with it. Inverter's not working. We have a Victron 3000 watt inverter, and it is brand new. 5 months old? Yeah, 5 months old. And we don't push it. We only run one high draw item at a time, even though we have the capacity to run 2. But we don't. We play it safe to make sure that we don't stress it or anything like that, and it's just kaput. We do have an all-electric galley, so you can see the problems now that we are facing. We've been using our camping stove from hiking the Appalachian Trail, which we obviously were going to keep, and we only have the one fuel canister that we ended trail with, so it's not quite full. But we've been using that and cooking with our pot just like we did on trail, preserving fuel just like we did on trail. Yeah, we were hoping that maybe it was just hot, because the couple days leading up to that point had been really, really hot days. So we were hoping that maybe it was just, it got too hot. Let it cool overnight, all of that didn't help. Brady has done a ton of things to troubleshoot. I am not even gonna try, but if you have a suggestion, he's probably already tried it. So there's that. There's kind of a debrief. We'll definitely keep you posted. Hopefully, I think tonight we're gonna take some pictures to send to Victron, or the people we ordered our Victron stuff through, which was Battleborn. So hopefully maybe they have some input. Otherwise, we might be cooking on a camping stove that we're gonna have to purchase here in Staniel, because we can't get fuel for hours for the foreseeable future until we make it back to the States. We'll see. Now, we're about to come to take a starboard turn and start making our way into the anchorage. We've just got to go around this Key, Harvey Key, where there are quite a few boats anchored actually, but it's been a good day of sailing. The bankside seas have been a little all over the place, but it's really small waves, so it's been fine. So, it's good. We just watched them land. How cool is that?
Donut sprinkles, donut with sprinkles floaty. Carlie has a unicorn floaty.